You lie, I lie, we've all lied to ourselves about money at some point. My lies go something like this. I need this LBD for such and such event. With this bomb dress, I'll look the part. I know. It's confidence that makes you shine in a room. But if you're like me, you can convince yourself of anything in crunch time, even the things you know are wrong or just plain stupid. Come on, admit it. You've spent money on stuff you don't need or that's more expensive than you can actually afford, and you've told yourself a lovely little fairy tale about why you absolutely have to have it anyway. Sometimes we need these little lies to move ourselves forward, to propel ourselves to seize the day or night. Well, sorry, bitches, this is not one of those times. In step 3, I'm going to teach you about the only LBD you really need. The Little Budget Diary. I told you we were going to get naked. Now we're going to take a good long look at what we see in the mirror. To have or not to have, that is the question. In step 2, we established what your goals are and worked out a timeline for when you hope to achieve them. Now it's time to get a lay of your financial landscape and take careful inventory of what you actually have and what you owe. Time to get out a notebook or a spreadsheet that you already started, since your budget is directly linked and intertwined with your goals. If you started old school on a piece of paper like I did, it's probably a good time to switch over to this decade and put it on your computer. You're going to create your very own personalized LBD. It's a classic piece you're going to want to keep. Start your LBD with 2 columns. Everything you have, aka your assets, goes on the left, and everything you owe, aka your liabilities, goes on the right. By the way, subtracting your liabilities from your assets will give you your net worth, which is nice to know, but at this point, don't be too concerned with that sum. Just make a little mental note. You can draw a line down the middle of the page or do it on separate pages. You can do it in a metallic color or a code only you understand. Whatever works for you, just as long as you do it. The goal here is to give you an accurate snapshot of where you stand financially. Here's a true statement an unnamed person made to me when talking about her financial standing. Quote, I have money. I have checks. Yep, that happened. So your financial snapshot might not be pretty, but I doubt it's that bad. Promise me you'll never make a statement about your finances like that. Instead, here are some general guidelines so you can talk about your situation in an intelligent way. You can and should tailor them to your specific circumstances, but on the right, under the liabilities category, you should have short-term debt, like credit cards, and then another category of long-term debt, like mortgages, student loans, car loans. On the left, you have the assets column. Underneath that, you have current assets, cash, checking account, savings account, money market accounts, short-term CDs, and then another category which is non-current assets like long-term CDs, stocks and bonds, retirement accounts. If you own a home or car or art or jewelry, etc., list it there too. You may not have some or any of those particular items I just mentioned, and that's totally cool. Maybe you've got gold bars and a string of polo ponies instead of a savings account and an old VW Bug. This is just a template to organize what you've got going on. Because look, bravo, you've just made a balance sheet, which is just a list of what you have and don't have. And yep, I'm going to start springing some other jargon on you because you can handle it. Get excited. Shit's about to get real. The bright side, your assets. The first subcategory of your asset column is what money geeks call current assets, which is just a fancy way of saying cash and anything that can be easily and quickly turned into cash. So what is cash? Under this heading, list cash you have in the bank, whether it's in a checking account, savings account, or both. If you've got any actual cash stashed in a cupboard, or God forbid, you're like me and it's in a safe, add that to the list of current assets as well. Don't add money you're promised for work or otherwise don't have yet. You might think, duh, but seriously, cash is cash, only when you have it. You'd be surprised how many balance sheets